talking.
Hello, my fine friends. Well, wait, I haven't even said hello yet, Victorian Ghost Child. What's going on, Fluffy Rabbit?
I was in a rainforest and it was raining. Of course.
This isn't a good bit. It was do the farting, and then that's you can do your farts. That's
You farted.
Don't tell people I farted, Victorian
You did.
Ghost Child.
Yeah.
I'm allowed
He
to fart. I'm allowed to
everybody.
fart in my own
He
attic.
Farted. He
I'm allowed-
farted.
I'm allowed to fart in my own attic. Look, I'm worried. We've lost one of the members of the cast.
It's a donkey.
The birthday donkey has gone missing, and I can't see him anywhere. I don't know what's happened.
Well,
So,
what was my birthday when you lost him?
oh, there he is. Look, he's right there. How did he just appear there? I looked all over this whole bloody thing. Did you just put it back?
Huh?
The Victorian. Look, there he is. The Victorian
You're
Ghost Child.
stupid.
I'm not stupid.
Yes, you are.
How dare you? Is
Well, I
this?
think Sparkle got swallowed by a crocodile. Oh.
No one's
Peppa.
interested in this. Don't get. That's what. That's
We got pooed out with a crocodile.
that's what people want. That's the genius. They don't want the.
Yeah, because you're stupid.
Don't get in the screen. You're not allowed to be on screen.
You're not allowed to be on screen.
I'm not
and you're
stupid.
only 5.
I am 55 and
No,
I'm
you're
allowed.
only 5.
I'm allowed. I'm 55 years old.
5.
I was born in 1967.
Yeah,
And-
now you're 5.
No, don't. You're undermining my authority. I don't know if I can do the show.
5. And I'm 7, so I should be loud on the TV.
Well, you're Victorian. You're presumably like 150 or something.
Yeah, I'm 7 because you're.
Oh, you died when you were
5.
7. That's sad. That's
You're
so sad.
5. You're 5 and I'm 7.
Okay.
So technically, in dog years, I'm 700. And dog years for you, you're 55.
All right, you're too good at this. Stop being so good. You can wait 10 years and then you can take this over. If you just wait until I'm dead, you can take over. All right. Go on, back to bed.
Never.
Go to bed. I've got stuff to do. I can't just fill time like this. I've got satire. Channel 4 might be watching and they might go, oh, get that kid on. That's what you'd like, isn't it? Oh, here he is.
I think we should kill him. Who agrees with me?
Nobody
We
agrees.
do. Let's kill him now. I ruined the other one. Okay.
He was the one who said we should kill you, you klutzes. Right, bedtime.
Why? Because you lost your ball? And now you're trying to find it?
No, I lost my donkey and and then I did find it.
Yeah, like your ball.
I don't think it's appropriate for you to discuss that on air with there's 89 viewers here.
Psst, everyone, you stupid.
Go away, into bed. You've got school in the morning. Victorian Ghost Child.
Hey, did you find me? I'm your ball. I'm right down there.
It's not even his voice.
Who cares? I changed my voice. I'm 65 now.
So my ball is like 60 years older than I am and 10 years older than I am.
Yeah, I am. Now you understand.
Bed.
You
Bed. Oh, there'll be no iPad. There'll be no iPad time tonight. Get into bed. Put yourself to bed. Go away. Take your sparkle unicorn rubbish, and don't you get off. Go.
Go back in the crocodile.
Go back in the crocodile.
And get put out.
Go.
Okay. We did it.
Well, I'm so very sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. This
There's a monkey.
normal. Careful on the stairs. Normal service will be resumed. I don't know if anyone saw a child there. That was like a ghost came onto the screen. Yeah, the iPad thing worked. That's all you need to do. That's yes. I don't know how parents cope before iPads, but now you've got an iPad, you can just go. You will lose your iPad time. They'll do anything you say. Welcome to the show. This is Ali and Herring's Twitch of Fun. Richard Herring's Twitch of Fun, really, in which I return, take a sideways look at the news. Have you gone, Phoebes? just before I start going into things, here's my sideways look at this. Scientists make important step in understanding the clitoris. That's news in the Independent. I think what have they found? Is it because they found they've finally found it? The scientists have finally found it. The scientists up until now have not been able to get a girlfriend, and if they have, they still haven't been able to find it, and now they've managed to find it. My voice, my throat's a bit dry. They've made some important steps in understanding the clitoris is the truth of this. It's an important thing. Science has been dominated for too long by men, and 50% of this population are not men. They're at something else. Many of them are women, and I can tell you about the important steps because it's important. Because I'm a feminist, it's very important. Finding can actually help us better understand the sexual response to the clitoris and optimise gender-affirming surgeries. So it's not that we've had a laugh, haven't we? With they couldn't find it. We all laughed at that. The clitoris contains more than 10,000 nerve endings, several hundred more than previously thought. So, don't see that makes much difference. They thought it was 8,000, now it's 10,000, everyone knew it was pretty sensitive. But where was it? No one knew, did they? According to new research that counted those nerves for the first time. Someone said the first time, 2022, is the first time anyone's bothered to count up the nerves in the clitoris, which is a little super micro penis. It's the female equivalent of the penis, and it's a wonderful thing, and there's more nerve endings than you imagined, but no one knows that. No one, get off, you're rubbish. I'm not rubbish, get off, this is terrible. No one knows where it is. I know where it is. I can tell you exactly. Hello rat fans, it's me, Ali. If you're wondering, I'm winking at it. I'm cheeky knee and sit on it, Dardra. Anything else aside? No. Don't know if I had any others. It's been a little while, Richard. A couple of weeks off. What happened? Well, maybe I've been here and you were asleep. No, I'm pretty sure I've not been here a couple of weeks. I was on holiday. I was a bit tired, working very hard, publicising my. I can't believe that the birthday donkey. We looked for it for ages, and it just was there. This place is haunted. I've been busy promoting Can I Have My Ball Back? To little effect, I have to say. I hope some of you have bought it. Yeah, don't die, it's rubbish, it's just a local doll. Yeah, well, my daughter, don't you start. My daughter's, that Victorian ghost has been having a go at me about my ball. The good news, Ali, is that I've been into hospital today to meet my oncologist in my annual meeting. My scan is all clear. That's good news, and my bloods are good. That's good. Your bloods, yeah. Your bloods, not my gloods, my bloods. Your bloods. Plural though, yeah, I've got lots of bloods. Surely you just got one blood. No, I've got loads of bloods, and they're good. If people have read my book, you'll know that my remaining testicle has decided to grow its own testicle. Spoilers, really? Yeah, and that's now 3.5 centimetres long. So I've got a little cyst there. It's in the epididymis. Apparently it's harmless, but there's all shenanigans going on down there, isn't there? Like that's half the size of the bollock that I lost. Yeah, so maybe it's growing back. Maybe right bollock will grow back. But I'm feeling good. I've been really, yeah. I've been. What? Don't sound so weird. I'm not weary, Richard. Are you there to tell us that your health, a health kick you're on? Yeah, I'm on a health kick. Oh, really? That's never happened before, has it? I expect it'll be very successful. What are you saying? I expect that it'll be a very successful health kick. You're going, and that you'll keep the weight off. You'll lose some weight and you'll keep it off forever. I expect that's what will happen. Don't be so cynical. Look, I've only started, but I've started drinking. I might need to go to the loo halfway through the show because I've started drinking. I'm trying to drink 3 litres of water a day, as my oncologist told me to do months ago, and I stopped doing. I'm trying to just count my calories a little bit. You had some peanuts, didn't you? I had some nice peanuts. You got peanuts in your throat? I've got peanuts in my throat. Have you? You got peanuts in your throat? I've got peanuts in my throat. Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I heard. I heard you got peanuts in your throat. Peanuts in my throat. Peanuts, yeah. Peanuts. That's what I'm saying. Peanuts. You've got a penis in your throat. Peanuts. Yeah, you got some peanuts in your throat. We did this, didn't we? No, I don't think so. the thing I don't understand, what, is, why is science taking all this time to find out how many nerve endings are in the clitoris? I guess, no one wants to cut one up, do they? It's a bit rude. Yeah, people are, not that anyone's alive, that they can have a look after they're dead. They spend all their fucking time cutting up cocks, don't they? It's taken them until 2022 to have a look inside the clitoris and count up the nerve endings. Come on, science, you're going to do better than this. If the other one of girls are in scientists, you're going to have to do better. Show some interest. How didn't they count them? It's a good question, Richard. I think that they just stumble around every time the subject in the lab wriggles around, going, ooh, then they count that as one. That's what I think. So you think they're just poking around, Richard, with the little laser pointer they all use? Oh, so it's like that. Yeah, so they can get really accurate. Maybe the tip of the tongue. The what? The tip of the tongue. The wood of the tongue? The tip of the tongue, or the tip of the tongue, yeah. But they wouldn't be able to find it, would they? Yes, it's very obvious where the clitoris is, Richard. It's a little hooded. It's got a little cave, if you will, that it lives in. Whereabouts? Just at the top. Is that where it is? Yeah. You don't seem to know. Well, it's hard. I'm not kind of drawing a map when I'm down there, but it's sort of up there and it's there, and you find it with your laser pointer. I don't understand. I've always, it's not that hard to find. It's just, and if you, the problem with men is they won't ask directions. If you can't find out where it is, just ask a passerby, or the woman involved, maybe, or the person involved. You could do, yeah, okay. So that's clitoris news. More nerve endings than you thought. 2,000 more than you thought. So I have to say, this is in a similar vein. A life-size cast of Princess Diana's hands going up for auction. $40,000 is going for, and I have to say I'm disgusted with what the person who's going to end up buying that is going to do with it. I'm absolutely appalled to think. You think they'll do that? I mean, if you're not going to pay £40,000 for it's a plaster cast of Princess Diana's hand. It's the last artwork work done by the guy who used to do this, and I actually it's not the only one. This is one I got when I met Princess Diana at Wimbledon. I said, "Can I just take a quick plaster cast of your hand?" Yeah, and this one's going for £10,000 if anyone wants to buy it. It's very similar. It's got the ring on and everything. It's almost exactly the same. There we go. Very similar fingers. I think that might be based on Princess Diana's hand. Yeah, you said it was. I mean, I think it is. So, I'm sure it is. Yeah, very good. So, disgraceful, though, isn't it? But if you bought that, hey, even if you had an art collector, when everyone was out and it was just in the gallery, you'd walk in the gallery and you'd, wouldn't you, male or female, wherever you are, however you identify, you'd rub that, wouldn't you, in a couple of places just to say, there you go. Yeah. How do you feel about people taking a plaster cast of your hand and using it in that way after you're dead? I'd be delighted with that. If anyone wants to, in the future, the technology is possible to take it from a video. I could, just do a plaster cast. I was once asked to do a plaster cast of my penis in Australia. Yeah, and I wimped out of doing it. Yeah, I'm not surprised, because there wasn't enough plaster in the city of Melbourne to. I think it was just you were worried it might get stuck in there like a hair and get ripped off when they took it off. No, it's because you're playing it small, but it's so big, there wasn't enough plaster. There was enough plaster in my hands. My hands are tiny, but I didn't think anyone would be interested in that. But just reach, Princess Diana, just reach in it. You could just slip. It's not the ideal placement. I mean, I don't know why I'm talking this to you about this, because you've. It's not that wouldn't be the first, what's the word? Cold and dead hand, inanimate. That's the word I'm looking for. That has touched my genital region. It wouldn't be, would it? This hand, Richard. I do remember this hand reaching over to. Remember that? I do remember that. Yeah, and it's a testament to me that I'm able to work with you after the things you put me through in the 80s, it's, I've forgiven you. Yeah, it wasn't exactly my fault. It was enough your fault. Anyway, disgusting Diana Hand. And on the subject of Diana's Hand, from Grazia magazine, why women are dumping the men who make this one simple dating mistake. What do you think the one dating mistake men are making? Is it getting their cock out at the dinner table? It might be. I mean, that's a pretty bad dating mistake. Yeah, that's what I'd say to any guys watching. I know a lot of guys out there watching this don't have partners of any kind. They've never had sexual relations with anyone. And if you're lucky enough to get a date, don't think, oh, great, this is all, I'm in, here you go. Better get the equipment ready, get it out, and show them what's on offer. You shouldn't do it, because of course it would might blow away, like that. Some might think it was just a hair in their suit, and the waiter might rush it away. All right, it's not, no one's penis is that small, and it wouldn't, no one's penis is like a hair. Probably some animals, probably some animals, but no human. And anyway, my penis is perfectly good. It's if anything, slightly above average. So it's a beautiful penis. Yes, so you keep saying you fucking look, you weirdo. You know, it's not what it once was. No, it hasn't got the accompanying feast. Is it a accompanying feast? It's been hard, doesn't it? Don't you start with that. It's time. We don't want to go on about. But remember, you can get one of these. If you go to gofasterstripe.com/ball and buy the book. What do you think the dating mistake is? Well, you know, I think most men are pretty shit at dating, and I think the dating mistake is totally going, oh, I'm such a nice guy, yeah, and I'm not like the other guys, I'm one of the nice ones. And then when the woman isn't interested, or the man isn't interested, you go, what's fucking wrong with you, you fucking bitch? That's why, you always go the horrible, and then you fucking whore. Go, be nice. That's the mistake I think most. And you say so when women aren't interested, you think men start accusing them of being, making accusations at them. Yeah, that's the major dating mistake. I don't know if I actually. Let's have a look and see if I've got this one to find out what the dating mistake is. Oh, it's a shame. I don't think I have. We'll never know what the dating mistake is. Did I mention this one last week? Oh yeah, I think it is. It's 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, well, there you go. You covered that. I wonder what the dating mistake is. I think I remember actually now. It is they won't split the bill, or they will split the bill. They don't. I think. I can't remember. I mean, are you really interested? Not really. I can search Grazia. Check it. Okay, I'll start Grazia. I'm searching on my own phone. Dating mistake. Be interesting to see what comes up, wouldn't it? I put Grazi's dating mistake. Brazilian goalkeeper makes hilarious mistake after he forgets his girlfriend's name. My teenage relationship with an older man still haunts me now. Oh my goodness. Algidraz player profile. Yeah, I think I've got the wrong place. It's something to do with splitting the bill. But, split the fucking bill. Obviously. If one of you is making more than the other, they can pay the bill. I always used to pay the bill. Did you? Yeah, I was cool. That was the old days though, wasn't it? That was 20 years ago. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Time has passed. Look at my crumpled old man face. Yeah, and look at my crumpled old man face. You never aged though, Ali. Not really. You started old. I did. You started old and fucked up pretty much. And nothing can get you now. No. But look at me just melting away as we go. How long have we done? 20 minutes. Wow. I wasn't going to do a long show tonight. You always say that. I know. Well, since we found the birthday donkey, shall I do the birthdays? You could do. And I tried to print these up, but they didn't work. So I'm going to just find them on my phone. Yeah, don't bother about... prepping or doing anything. I did prep. I had to spend all my prep time finding the fucking birthday donkey that I thought, and then trying to plan for that.
Hooray. You've lived another year and you haven't even died. Though cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an Eeyore or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die? Eeyore, why didn't you let me hide? I was hiding. You look a bit like a ghost now. I was hiding, Richard. What, you're hiding on the desk? How did I not see you? I don't know that you didn't see me, and I was gonna do 3. And I got escaped, and you'd had to use the French donkey. I know I was going to do that, but I think people would have been disappointed if I'd used the French donkey instead of you. Oh. Let's have a look and see whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday, 49 years old. Oh, we're a bit ahead of time actually now. Spot it. I should have waited for this one, but never mind. It's for the 10th of November. Could have done that next week, couldn't we? It should be next week. Well, we're in advance. It's Jamie, aka Marzipan Beetle, in the chat. Happy birthday a week earlier. You know, we can do it. If we're going to do that, we can say happy birthday to anyone, can't we? Former king of the show in Edinburgh. I think it was 1999, a lunchtime or early afternoon show with Stuart Wee. Yeah, probably. Might have been 97. As you'll be able to see from my awful card, I'm not an IT nerd like most of your followers, and in fact can barely use a computer. Could you delight me and horrify my son, who is disgusted by right bollock, by wishing me a happy 49th birthday on Thursday, November the 10th? Sorry, I didn't read that bit until just now. I'd love to give Donkey the night off. I bet you would. But I know you won't allow it, so I'm going to have 49 donkey jumps. I might do you again next week, Jamie. It's Jamie, aka Marzipan Beetle. Happy birthday for next week, and we'll be back. We'll be back next week to wish you again, if we forget. Here he is, 49 donkey jumps. I promised to check it this time next year when it's 50, and I should have checked it, shouldn't I? I should have checked it before I read it out. Thanks, and deaf to all the ball bags. Jamie, thank you, Jamie. Here's your 49. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 49, 41, 46, 43, 44, 45, 46, 37, 38, 39. Oh. 49, thank you, JT. Jamie, whatever your name is. And also, I won't read all, I'm not sure I'm meant to read out all of this one, so I won't read it all out. This is Martin Jowsey. He's 55 years young, a little bit younger than me. You wouldn't look at him, you wouldn't think so, would you? Because I look like I'm about 25. That guy looks like he's 57. Oh, we're looking at the man at the side. Okay, I thought it was the dog. He's apologising for being problematic a year ago. I have no idea what that was about, Martin. But hello. I think it's water under the bridge. I don't remember any of this stuff, even after I've just said it. I will forget you the minute this is over. So enjoy this fucking moment in my brain, if you like. In the last year, I've done 3 half marathons, which is fantastic. I was meant to do a half marathon last weekend and the coming weekend, and I haven't done enough training. I might try and do the one on Sunday, but I doubt it because I've got a gig that night. I couldn't do the one last week because of work and holiday and family commitments, because my plans changed. But I will attempt to get back into doing some half marathon. Thank you to the few people who did sponsor me for that. If you're one of them, I will sponsor you back for something to make up for the fact I haven't done the run. You've done 3 and you're close to 3 hours. Yeah, come on, Martin. We're both 55. My last one was under 2 hours. However, I'm getting close to a 30-minute parkrun. 30 minutes? Come on, Martin. I've started getting... He's a run director at parkrun, as you can see from that picture. So that's a very impressive thing and not like something an IT nerd would do. I admire your impressive pace at parkruns and half marathons and wonder if you had any tips on diet and training for a fellow disgusting old man. Hey! Well, shed a ball. That's helped me. Take a ball off. Just helps the aerodynamic stuff. I don't, just eat fruit and vegetables and stuff. And run a bit. What my advice to you is run a bit faster than you run. Just go, the speed you're going at, pick it up quite a lot. Just start running really fast. And look, it's not about how fast you go. It's about how much you enjoy it. And especially at the age of 55, mate, we just got to... If you get around 5 kilometres and if you can get around 13 miles, then that is enough. You talk about having there's Lily, there's the dog there, and I don't know if you'd want me to say this. Oh, I'll say it anyway. You put it in an email. Recently, I dreamt about trying to romance a lady, and you turned up as her brother. This is in a dream. Don't worry, that's the only time you've appeared to me in a dream. I wasn't worried about it, Martin, until you said that, and now I realise you dream about me all the fucking time. I heard it said that all people who appear in your dreams are a version of yourselves. Did I hear that on a podcast of yours? No, you didn't, Martin. You heard it in your weird 55-year-old man head. Your podcast shows that a disgusting old man can talk to beautiful ladies, especially if they're somewhat honest about themselves and a little cheeky. Yeah, I can do that. I believe you've helped me in that regard. Oh, Martin. Smarty. And he's lives in Australia, I think, if I remember correctly. So I don't know if he's watching live. But he's 55 years young. Which I don't know if there's a magic button even. There might not be. Who knows with Chris Evans, not that one. Let's give him Martin a magic button and hope it brings some magic to his running and to talking to beautiful ladies, or ugly ladies. They're all, their clitorises have all got 10,000 nerve endings in them. And that's all you need to know. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Paul McCartney. They say it's your birthday.
They say it's your birthday. Come on, Paul. Don't disappoint us. It's my birthday too, yeah. Paul McCartney, you've got that. We're spending a lot of the budget on these big name guests. And that was a hard one to get because that's Paul McCartney from the past. So, we also had to invent a time machine for that one. So thank you very much. Thank you to the birthday donkey. Let's bring back. Let's keep it. We'll just we don't need to bring in all these crazy characters. Let's bring back Ali. You just keep it. I'm thinking at it. Go on then. No, that's the wrong one. Still the wrong one. There we go. I'm cheeky knee. Oh. Let's keep going. But it's got a bit musky over on Twitter. I'm a bit worried about Twitter. Are you? Not really, Richard. I don't tweet. I don't do that. And I don't think anyone's interested in what I had to the directors. There's much more to Twitter than that. That's what people say. Do you think Elon Musk is got a bit musky, hasn't he? He's got a bit musky. He's made Twitter a bit musky. He's going to try and make the other hate of Twitter. How do you know about this? I know everything. And not only that, what else? I haven't got anything actually. Okay, so shall I tell the story? You tell what it is. I've gone blank. Okay, he's taken over. He's going to make people pay for their blue ticks. I've got a blue tick. Have you? Aren't you amazing? I didn't want one. It just appeared. I actually was asked about it loads of times and said I didn't want one. I couldn't see the point of it. No one's going to pretend to be me, but I don't care anyway. And it's sort of a stupid status symbol. But equally, if you can pay for it, then it's an even more stupid status symbol. And I'm not going to pay for it. But Twitter's been my life for the last 10 years. I've been trapped in this marriage, trapped being a parent. My only pleasure's been going on Twitter and telling blokes they're stupid for not knowing when International Wednesday is. That's all I've had for the last 10, 15 years. And now it's going to be taken away from me. I'm worried it's going to fall apart. Because I think they're going to... No, I don't think people will pay. I know you'll still be able to go on if you can't pay, but it'll be a 2-tier system. And then I think if he allows this freedom of speech, which is just freedom to say unpleasant words... Yeah, I like these three, like motherfucker. No, worse words than that. I don't know anything worse than that. And it's. I think it might just drive half the people away, and then the people who are left, who are the people who want to say those words for some reason, feel that they're not being able to say them on Twitter is hampering their freedom of speech. Will have no libtards to own, will they? And then they'll get bored of Twitter and that'll be the end of Twitter. I've amassed nearly 300,000 followers. It's taken me years and it's all just going to crumble to dust. It's been a nice thing. It hasn't this fucking horrible cesspit. It's been a nice, horrible cesspool. There's been good things that have come out. We've raised lots of money for charity. Me and the people. I mean, I haven't put anything in, but the other people have, so they've raised lots of money for charity. There's been some fun stuff. We've brought friends together. There's been some horrible bits. Usually when I'm trying to say something pleasant and nice, I get into trouble. You know, who would have thought that saying, you know, try not to use disableist language and just call people what they want to be called would be the most controversial things I would say in my career. But on Twitter, they are. You know, I should have said some of those other words, shouldn't I, that they don't like on Twitter. And sure, you had at some point. Well, who knows what's who knows what's buried back there in the past? I guess that's the only positive I can think is, you know, if Twitter is ended, then we could all go back out into the world and look at things and talk to actual people again. You know, maybe that would be a good thing. But I don't think I'll do that. I don't think I will do that. So, any water to eat? No. It'll have a bad effect on you. So anyway, those are the celebrities who are leaving. That lady, Eric Idle, the bloke from Bill and Ted, and Stephen King. They're all gonna go. Might have got some lists of who else is going. Is it interesting? No, let's not bother with it. Did I get? I think I didn't put that. There's loads of. Why every time I do this do I forget to put things up? I was going to put up. Oh, there it is. I have put it up. I'll do this one. End of Bounty Bar. Chocolates removed from celebration tubs in pre-Christmas trial. Oh God, how terrible! What a brilliant way to get the celebrations. Just put a few boxes. What are the chocolates in? Do you think that's what they're doing? Of course it's what they're fucking doing. Look how much fucking publicity they've got out of doing this. It's not even every Todd. People who like Bounties, who are sick, are, you know, up in arms, and there's free publicity, and now you're giving them free publicity. Yeah, I think the real, celebrations are not nice. If you look at what's there, Maltesers, not even a proper Malteser. If that was just like a big Malteser, that would be great, but it's like a piece of chocolate with bits of Malteser in. Not correct. It's still the nicest thing there. Bounty, horrible. Twix, the most mediocre chocolate bar. Snickers, never mix peanuts and chocolate, it doesn't work. Mars bar, very old fashioned. The caramel one's good. Galaxy caramel. And the Galaxy chocolate is all right. I've given up eating chocolate again, so I'm glad to see this go. What I'm upset about is the size of the tub. Because, you know, we used to get a tub of Quality Street every Christmas in the 1970s, 1980s. It was like this. It was, excuse me a minute, it was like that big and full and that big and then full, and then they're just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Eventually there's going to be like not even, it's going to be a two-dimensional tub. You won't be able to pick it up because it'll just be a drawing on a piece of paper. It's getting smaller and smaller, isn't it? Yes, in my day when Quality Street started, Richard, yeah, they would bring in your, every Christmas you'd pay 1 penny old money, yeah. They'd bring in all your Quality Street in a massive horse-drawn, it's like a horse-drawn, not cart, even bigger than, you're trying to think of something really big. It's like a horse-drawn swimming pool that was sold at the in Quality Street, Richard, when I was in the Christmas 1892. And, you know, delicious. You could eat as much as you wanted, 1 penny old money. And if you couldn't eat it all, then little kids would come around. You could throw the sweets at them. They'd take them to the storehouse. And they'd feast on those for Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Now look at the size. So when you were a kid, when I was a kid of 1 year old, it was a swimming pool size cart on the back. Yeah, we didn't have cars then, Richard, I don't think. You don't think? No. I can't remember. And so everything was just horse-drawn. It was a horse-drawn swimming pool. And then the rest of the year you could jump in and swim around. It was like an ice cream van. And, you know, people would jump in and swim around, but then no one do that at Christmas. At Christmas they did it at Quality Street, and that was, they want the old money. You had to eat cracknel though, that was the problem. That's right, that's what's wrong. That's all very good. My old man was a Tottenham fan. Is that a song? He loved to take them up the Arsenal. What was it, Tottenham fan who'd like to take them to the Arsenal? And when he got to Lent, his ticket got all dent. His ticket? Yeah. Is that a euphemism? No. And it was very hard to get it up the Arsenal. Well, you rhymed Arsenal with Arsenal. I hadn't, Richard. That's the musical stories of the day. My old man was a Accrington Stanley fan, and he loved to go down to the ground. And every game he saw was a terrible draw, that he would find something quite profound. He realized all the men together, singing in all the types of weather, were joining in expressing their emotions. Yeah, this is quite a sensitive and moving story compared to the Arsenal, the bent ticket up the Arsenal. Yeah, and though they loved their wives and kiddies, there was nothing you could diddies to make them not have a certain kind of devotion to the team. Oh, my old man was an Accrington Stanley fan, and he wasn't a Stanley man. In fact, he left us for a hot dog. He left you for a hot dog. This isn't the Richard, it's just a song. I mean, it's a good song. I mean, I don't know where it's come from. Oh, he liked to fuck children. What? Oh, it turns a bit dark in the second verse. Okay, well, it's a different time. It was a different time then. Don't put it on Twitter. My old man said, join the National Front. We'll kick them up the... No, come on. He didn't say that. Good. So that's the... I was saying, why don't they just have it so they get like a big load of shelves in Perspex. They could put each of the different sweets in, and you can give you a tub, and you can select what goes in there. And I think even better, why not just make like a really big version of all of these tiny bars, like big enough. Like, I reckon you could even do an extra long one, really big, and then everyone who likes that one could just eat that one. That's what they should do. Yes, Richard, you are very funny. I'm not very funny. I'm not that good. Well, I was going to talk about Tony Hancock, ruled out of I'm a Celebrity trials amid secret health condition. Has he got a note from his mum? He's got a note from his mum that says he can't do anything in water because he's got trench foot. He's got trench foot. How do you get that in the House of Parliament? Well, it's a very damp and dark place. He's making £400,000. He's one of the highest ever paid contestants on I'm a Celebrity. The online celebrity. They've made inquiries about whether I'd be interested. Very early inquiries, and I've said I'm not interested in doing anything where you might end up having to kiss Matt Hancock. I mean, he's in with Sean Walsh. One of them's going to fucking have a go at kissing you, and Sean Walsh I'd be happy to be kissed by. As long as neither of us are in a relationship and one of us is married. But Matt Hancock standing a bit too close to you, slathering towards you with his horrible wet mouth. £400,000. Yeah, well, what if he takes that £400,000, Richard, and he gives it to his constituents and they can buy some gas and electricity with it? I mean, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Why don't, if an MP is working and getting paid, if they do a second job, fair enough, but then the money from that second job should come back to the country. You work for us, we'll pay you a bit more, pay you £200,000 a year, everything in, all thrown in, that's it. If you do another job, if you can't do our job, all the money you earn goes in and pays some money towards us. How about that, Matt Hancock? How about giving that £400,000 to your elderly constituents who can't afford to pay gas, or to the NHS staff to buy some, PPE with politics, physics, and economics. Yeah, whatever it is. Anyway, so good to see him in there. James Corden is in trouble for doing a Ricky Gervais routine. I mean, if all the people you could take stuff from, and the people to do it. I mean, what's interesting about this, I think, is one of his writers has got him, hasn't he? Because it's his writers. Ricky Gervais doesn't like James Corden. A writer has given him this. James Corden hasn't written himself. and it's very unlikely that a writer has tried to pull off like this incredibly popular comedian and do a routine from that that's almost word for word and that no one's going to notice. He wouldn't risk it if he was just running out of ideas. He's done it, or she, or they have done it on purpose to humiliate and embarrass James Corden. And that's what's interesting about this, that the people who work for James Corden, not for long, probably they'll be sacked, but I think the show's also ending, is prepared to humiliate the person they work for in this way. Your own writers are doing that to you. It's absolutely embarrassing, isn't it? It is awful, Richard. It's a shame that they're in. But have you noticed though that that men have got a man drawer? They've got a drawer where they put all their stuff. What's this, Richard? This is a bit of stand-up I came up with. I don't have writers on this show, obviously. But when it's a man drawer and it's got all the man stuff in it, I call it the man drawer. Richard, who gave you this material? I don't know. When you're going out, but are you going out? That's when, then you're going out. Richard, this is someone else's material. This is stuff I'm just thinking up. I don't have writers, so they wouldn't. If I did, they would respect me. They wouldn't do that to me. So a pint, that's very nearly an armful. Richard, that doesn't even make sense. That's what's written down here. I'm just reading out what's here. Did somebody say penis earlier? Yeah, probably. Garlic bread. Garlic bread would have been a good one there as well. Let me take you through what else is going on. Hancock and Corden. Hancock's half hour. Al Murray called it Hancock's 15 minutes. Very clever. Very clever. Let's do this. So this is a bit of old news sent to us by Dave Owen. Former Chinese president who unexpectedly led out party congress. A frail-looking who seemed reluctant to leave the front row in Beijing's Great Hall. A front-looking who? Frail-looking who? That's what I'm asking. A frail-looking who? It is. It's a frail-looking who. Yes, I know. That's what I asked you. A frail-looking who? A frail-looking who walked out. He was dragged out of the. Yeah, who? Who? Yeah. Who was it though? Who was dragged out? Who? I'm asking you who, not you who. I mean, this is a bit plagiarised from Who's on First Base, isn't it? No. No one ever say that. We wrote this ourselves. Okay. King Charles never leaves home without his toilet seat, allegedly. I don't know I didn't read a bit about it. Should we have a look at this? Have a look at it. Check it. Oh, we've got to get that one. We've got to do that before we go, haven't we? Oh, fucking hell. It's like we've done 45 minutes. I know, it's dragging a bit now. That my old man was a Donsley fan. He liked to go down the ground every Saturday. And he'd punch everyone. He called it twat a day. What a whack a day to do. The first one was good. I don't know why you have carried on. Maybe the second one. One of them was good. I don't know why you've carried on trying to do it. What am I looking for? Oh, this. Well, then we'll get on to Sybil because she's got a few things to say. King Charles allegedly always travels with his toilet seat. I mean, I'm guessing a teddy bear as well. I don't know if you know this, but Queen Elizabeth is said to have carried a meat hook on her person for much of her adult life, concealed in her omnipresent handbag, and the voice of her husband, Prince Philip, who I imagine did not fear as much for her safety for her looking uncouth, where she just stow her house purse beneath her seat, rather than dangling it daintily from the table on a stabby perch. I don't understand any of what that means. King Charles III, still not used to it. I'm just thinking that it's going to be the King's speech, isn't it? Instead of the Queen's speech at Christmas. They're doing the ghost of the Queen for Christmas on the stamps. It's going to be old Juggy, isn't it? Unbelievable. Prince Charles' former aide, Michael Fawcett. Did somebody say Fawcett? Yep, good. I'd forgotten about you, Cocky Carrot. It's all right. Woohoo! Tina Brown would oversee the paraphernalia that preceded his boss, like the baggage train of a Tudor travelling court, including the Prince's orthopaedic bed, lavatory seat, and Kleenex velvet lavatory paper. My goodness, you'd think you'd have special. Plus 2 landscapes of the Scottish two landscapes are the Scottish landscapes. I mean, that doesn't make sense. But also, is he wiping his arse on Scottish landscapes? It sounds like it. Don't know where the teddy bear comes in. I'm not fucking bothered. He's got his own toilet seat that he carries around. Would you ever do that? Well, actually, I don't really go to the toilet because I don't eat because I'm the toilet. But you know, I can understand it. You don't want to get commoners' germs on your anus. You don't want to do that. So, you know, good luck to him. Well, I would just say be careful, because after I saw that news story, this news story came straight in. Wall's End toddler has loose seat removed from neck by fire crew. So, you know, it's dangerous to carry around your own loose seat, Prince Charles. I would warn you about that. I've linked two stories then. That's the kind of thing, if this was on Channel 4, I'd do another channel as well. Then, yeah, that'd be good. And Daniel Radcliffe is surely the world's most ungrateful man. The actor's once again sought to cancel his creator, J.K. Rowling. This is Judith Wood's words, not mine, for believing that women are women and trans women are trans women. There's a few problems with this, aren't there? There are a couple of throttlements, Richard. Is J.K. Rowling Daniel Radcliffe's creator? I mean, if so, there's a whole different story going on here, isn't there? That Daniel Radcliffe was made in some kind of laboratory experiment to create the perfect Harry Potter. It would explain the scar on his head as they sort of stitched him together from different child actors, dead child actors. I don't know if he's the creator, but also, you know, if someone gives you a job, are you then duty bound to support them and whatever they say for the rest of your life? Because I guess my first job, I worked at Axbridge Mushroom Farms. If the owner of that, or Lord Longley, it's Cheddar Caves. If Lord Longley came out and said you're allowed to have 57 wives, do I have to go? Yeah, you are, because you know you paid me that money to work in Cheddar Caves, so I have to agree with everything you've said. You know, if you were employed by Fred West, his building firm, for a day, he paid you for that. Would you have to go? Well, you know, some people are saying what Fred West did was wrong, but he is my creator. I like to think he was my creator, and I stand by him. So, you know, come on, Judith. I mean, there's a lot. I'm not even going to get into it, Judith. There's a lot going on here, but you're not duty bound as an actor. She didn't even write the films, so she created the story. You're not duty bound to support it, and he's made some good points, I think, about why he's said this. He's allowed to think what he wants. She's allowed to think what she wants. The world's a beautiful place where we can disagree, we can discuss, we can have a discussion, and we can realise that what you're saying, Judith, is insane, and the world is moving onwards. Well, someone in the chat room says that Judith Woods is a descendant of Mussolini, but, you know, I don't know if that's true. Don't know if that's just an opinion. If she is, then, you know, hopefully, I mean, she seems to be living up to her own creed, if that's the case. She is not. She's not. She's not. She's the rude if the world's a toilet mate, says RT Fellows. There we go. Oh, it started an argument. Look, someone's going for it. Yeah, no one says anyone should get death threats. That's not the same thing. So, you know, it's not even worth entering this, is it? It's not even worth going to it. All I'm discussing is whether, I'm not even talking about the rest of it. All I'm saying is, are you duty bound to, even if someone's giving you an amazing job and an amazing break, are you duty bound to agree with them for the rest of your life? No, you are not. So, ruined everything. Let's bring in Aqua Bellina. What's her name? She's falling down here. Sybil. Here she comes. Sybil. Beautiful Sybil. She lives in the past, the future and present, all at the same time. It's Sybil. Beautiful Sybil. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Hello there, Sybil. Hello, it is me, Sybil. Let's have a look at your last time's predictions. You said there will be no show next week. And there wasn't a show that week, and there wasn't a show the week after. Why didn't you tell us about that? Because I knew that as well. And you said, Can I Have My Ball Back would be published on the 20th of October, and it was. Check it. I've checked it. It was. Oh, that's what I think this says. Paddy McGuinness will win the stress ball. I don't know if that was the Waterstones one or the Go Faster Strike one. The Go Faster Strike one has not been claimed yet. The Waterstones one has been won, unless Paddy McGuinness was working under a pseudonym. Then I'm afraid it was not him. I have checked it. Marmite Lid will be back at some point. It's just that it. Hello, it's me, Marmite Lid. You know, I think that if someone has written a film and then one of the child actors is casting it and made millions of pounds, that person has to agree with everything the person who wrote the books for the film or based on thinks for the rest of their lives. Otherwise, I'm grateful. Well done, Marmite Lid, for your amazing controversial opinions there. Your amazingly controversial and wrong opinions. You said that there would be something involving Badger, Fountain Pen and Linda McCartney. That did not happen. I'm pretty sure that did not happen. So, unless... Oh, someone's saying check it. I'll check it. I'll check it on my phone. Just live face down there. I'll get Google up. Badger, Fountain... I mean, Badger just came up, surely, because of Fountain Pen. I mean, is there a pen a kind of badger? And Linda McCartney. And, well, we've seen Paul McCartney, haven't we, tonight? So that's quite freaky. Badger, Fountain Pen, Linda McCartney. Showing results for Badger, Fountain Pen, Linda McCartney, because I'd misspelled McCartney. Binding, soft cover, Turtle Creek Books. Author PNG, free download. There's only 3 hits for this. The Dutch House, Linda McCartney's Family's Kitchen, over 60 plant-based recipes. Mount Blanc Fountain Pen Writer Edition. If they're cooking badgers in there, we've got it. Redbubble for sale. I think it was a failure from Sybil there for that one. Let's see what your predictions are for this week. Will there be a show next week? Yes, so probably. Okay, what do you think will happen? I think Richie Sunak will be run over by a bus and lose a leg. Okay. I think a political leader in the world will be assassinated. Okay, these are light. Keep it light. There will be a shooting spree in America. Okay, that's a traditional. Paddy McGuinness will be the sole survivor of the plane crash that kills 73 people. That he also died that he will lose a leg. So it's Rishi Sunak and Paddy McGuinness are both going to lose. One's going to be in a bus accident, one's going to be in a plane crash. I mean, the political leader is being assassinated might be the same one, might be run over by a bus. So it's good news that Paddy McGuinness will survive. It's sad news about his leg. Sorry about that. Leeds will lose 2-0 against Bournemouth on Saturday. Leeds United, yes. Anything else? You close your eyes and think of something and see what it is. Well, look, I've just been looking at things that will be that, like the last time it was Badger. Wait and see what I've got. Like a hawk wings. Hawk wings. I've got Princess Diana's hand. Something will happen with Princess Diana's hand. Yeah, well, I know what will. Anything else? Batman. Hawk wings, Princess Diana's hand, and Batman. That's the eye. Why'd your head turn around? I don't know. Well, I said, let no man put us under. There you go. Right. Well, look, it's nearly time for Taskmaster, and old Richie Sunak going to be run over by a bus. Imran Khan was shot in Pakistan today, but he wasn't assassinated. So it's not about that. Is not what Civil is talking about, I'm sure. Wait and see. Do not try and predict what Sybil Will is saying. Did somebody say Sunak? Let's bring back Ali. See if he's got a cheery song to take the curse off things. Well, it's been lovely to be here, Rich. Have you got anything, there's anything else we're going to talk about? I think we covered the lot there. Grande done Diana's hand. And, you know, it's been quite good, isn't it? It's been quite a good show. Overall. I think it's been quite a good show, yeah. Some sick jokes about leg before bullets in the chat room. I can't, you know, that's why Twitter has to be very heavily censored, because otherwise it will turn into the chat room of this show. The scruff with the cat, if he gets complications and dies, it will be an assassination. So well, if that happens, then Sybil will be proven correct. Fingers crossed for that, everyone. Let's hope that happens. Got anything else to say? Well, Richard, I just wanted to say, I heard it's your birthday. It's not birthday too, yeah. I thought your birthday was in January. And not, I'd like it my birthday. And I'd like a scale electric, please. If the hungry hit those, I'd like that as well. And if you got the money, then maybe you could done the alteration on the strap. All of these are good gains, and I would like them. I heard it's my birthday. It's your birthday too, yeah. Shall we just not get each other presents, or just buy ourselves a present? And then say it's from each other, then we'll get something you like, rather than both buying something that the other one doesn't use. I heard it's not dirty. Dirty do is gonna do. Dadushka, dadushka. Thank you for watching. Now then the last note, then you like to take them off the ground. And every time they look at him, he says, give me a pound, or I will kick you in the dollars. And jump up on your dolls. And everybody says, do you need the dolls? And he says, no, I need your testicles. Cause my old man said, follow the then. And I ended up being kidnapped by a serial killer. Right, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Go and watch Taskmaster. Thanks for your wonderful time. And 106. Yeah, that's all right. And I told you to shut up, Siri. And 165 people at the end of that, so you know, a little bit of controversy is good for the show. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you on the other side. I hope this is the right button. Goodbye.